marker? At what point did you realize you had a shot to make it all the way around?
I'd probably say as soon as I was rounding first base and saw that he had missed it and had kicked off the wall. I've actually had that exact same play happen in the same ballpark before, so I knew, he's a pretty fast outfielder, so I was on my horse. I wasn't sure if Dusty was going to send me or not, and just tried to run as hard as I could till he stopped me.
And then just the moment we slide into home, I mean, yesterday Reese had his moment, that one tonight, just where those moments rang for you, and what was that feeling in the ballpark and dugout when you got that?
I mean, it was electric. I mean, I'm not usually a guy that shows a lot of emotion, but when I slid into home there, I just couldn't help myself. I was so excited. Excited for this city, excited for this team. It was just one of those moments that I'll definitely remember forever. And, yeah, it was just a lot of fun.
The back left again.
JT, you guys have had a lot of innings this season where it's been a collective effort, where it's like one hit after another. You've done it several times in the postseason already. Once those start happening, once a few hits in a row, you guys get a sense of confidence that we can break this open right here.
Absolutely. I mean, hitting's all about momentum and confidence, and sometimes it takes just a 0-2, just put the ball in play, contact hit that can spark an offense. We have a lot of guys who have a lot of power on this team, but I feel like in this postseason we've done a really good job of when we need to put the ball in play, just take your hits when you have to, and that's how offenses thrive in the postseason. It's so hard to hit home runs against these pitchers we're facing. Everybody's got such good stuff, but our offense has done a good job of when we need it, just put the ball in play, take your hit, take your infield single, whatever it is, just try to keep the line moving, and that's kind of what's made us be successful so far.
And then Jose Alvarado is a guy who's had a lot of ups and downs. Catching him in this series, obviously, he had a lot of success. And just how good is it to see that he's able to step up on a stage like this? And what do you think's been the big difference for him in the second half?
I think it's just confidence. He's got so much confidence in himself right now. His stuff is just incredible. He's had unbelievable stuff all season long, but you can just see it in his eyes right now. He's confident in his stuff. He's going to go right at guys. He's just up there trying to throw strikes, get ahead of guys, and putting guys away. He's not thinking about anything else. And he's got stuff that electric. That's a good combo.
So when you're running around the bases, what are you hearing? What are you thinking? Is anything actually going through your head, or are you just kind of reacting? What is that like? Yeah,
honestly, all I'm thinking about is I'm trying to run as fast as I can and watching Dusty, seeing if he's sending me or stopping me. As soon as I got to second base, I just tried to get my eyes on him. And like I said, I knew rounding first base that I would have a chance at it. It was just whether he was going to send me or not. And once I saw him send me, I think I kicked it in extra gear, and it was definitely an exciting moment.
You guys have all kind of had your, almost to an individual, had your moment. If not just in the series, going back to the Cardinal series. Is that kind of what it takes in the postseason? Guys like Marsh, Stott, and then obviously Harper and Hoskins. Is that what it takes?
Absolutely. I mean, very rarely do you see one person be able to carry a team through a postseason. It takes a complete effort. It takes the young guys. It takes the veterans. We talk about it after every series. We always ask, like, who's the MVP of this series? Who's the reason we got here? And it's always hard to answer that question for us because so many guys contribute. There's not one person carrying the team. It's top to bottom. It's the bottom of the lineup. You talk about Marshy and Stoddard. We don't win these two games without those two the last 2 days, So it's a collective effort, and we've just done a good job top to bottom, people stepping up when they need to.
JT, has anybody told you that you're the first catcher in postseason history to hit an inside the park home run?
Yes. Yeah, they just told me right after the game. I didn't know. Once I hit it, I was like, that might be never done before. I thought about it initially, but I wasn't sure. And then in the interview after the game, they told me.
So is it hard to grasp that you just did something that Yogi Berra never did and Johnny Bench never did and no catcher who ever played in a postseason game ever did?
It is a little. I mean, it hasn't really sunk in yet. I'm sure there not a lot of catchers hitting inside the park homers, and I'm sure it's even harder in the postseason. So, like I said, it was a special moment that I'll definitely cherish forever.
I'm sure you've spent your whole life hearing that catchers aren't supposed to be able to run, catchers aren't supposed to be able to do that. Does hitting an inside the park home run in that moment prove them all wrong?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not out there trying to prove anybody wrong, but I take pride in trying to stay as fast and as athletic as I can as a catcher. I grew up not catching, so I feel like that helps me. I don't have as much wear and tear on my body as some catchers do, so I'm just going to try and stay in the best shape as I can and be as fast as I can for as long as I can.
Go to the back next.
I can hear you.
you played against Harper and with him a lot. When you got to know him as a teammate, what did you learn about him that you didn't necessarily know when you were like playing against him and trying to get him out?
He wants to win. There's one thing on that guy's mind at all times, and it's winning a baseball game that day. He's the type of teammate who's going to show up every day, give his all for the guys, and all he cares about is winning. You guys hear him talk. You see the actions on the field, and it's real. Like, you know, if he goes 0 for 4, it doesn't matter to him. If the team wins, that's all that matters, and that's something that all guys can hang on to, and that's what you need in the clubhouse, especially this time of year.
Did you know that when you played against him?
No, it's tough to know that, you know, because you don't see the behind-the-scenes stuff. You don't see him in the dugout. You don't see him in the clubhouse after, you know, tough losses or even after big wins. You know, you learn a lot about a guy, how they act in moments when they're struggling and the team's winning, and vice versa, when they're doing well and the team is losing. And he is completely even keel. He's with the team. Whether the team's winning, he's exciting. If the team's losing, he's bummed. It doesn't matter about his personal performance, and that's kind of hard to see from across the field.
The last question in the back left.
JT, you talked about it taking everyone to win in the playoffs, but the magnitude of these moments, the Reese bat spike and Brandon Marsh getting his curtain call and then the inside the Parker, do those kind of get the feeling that there's something special happening here? I mean, just the electricity of those 3 moments in the last 24 hours?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, we feel extremely confident in ourselves right now. You know, we love the group that we have. The guys get along really well. I think it kind of started that 9th inning in St. Louis with that comeback. That kind of sparked the feeling that, you know, we're here and we're here to stay. You know, we feel like we can beat anybody. Obviously, every team we play in the stage is really good, but we're not short any confidence in our clubhouse.
Thank you, JT.
Thanks, guys.